Retain gang, what's poppin', man? This your boy Tay, back at y'all again. Make sure y'all follow my IG. Make sure y'all like this video if you haven't already, so we can get this thing in the algorithm, man. I greatly appreciate y'all. Hey, today's video is a subscriber's request. You know, he's wondering how being in a relationship, being with his girl, how can he still be on retention? How can he still do that? How can he balance the two? Okay, so we're gonna get into it. I'm gonna say it like this. The reason why a lot of women are not pleased in the bedroom is because, for one, guys look at corn, and if you don't know what corn is, replace the C with a P. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of guys watch corn, they see how the actors on there perform. You know, guys think they gotta go and just go as hard as they can, and that's gonna please a woman. You know, they imitate what they see in the corn scenes, and that's not realistic, man. You know what I'm saying? That's a movie. It has a director. It's, you know, actors being told what to do. You can't utilize that information for a real life intimate relationship. It don't work like that. It's unrealistic. And this is why corn is so destructive to men and the young men that's coming up, because it programs us to treat women like objects. Okay, and that's another being, that's another soul that you're connecting with. Okay, so you got to treat it as such. If you got a lady, now this is for the men who have a wife, or you have a woman that you care for. You know, you deeply care for each other. I'm not talking for the guys who out in these streets with 5-6 girls in rotation. You know, this is not for you. This is for somebody you actually care for. Take your time when you're trying to be intimate on retention. Take your time and communicate with her, okay? Let her know what's going on. You guys got to communicate. SEX is sacred energy exchange, sacral energy exchange. So you're exchanging energy with your partner, you know, and it's the best feeling that you can have, right? That's why the P is powerful, because men like how it feels. Women like how it feels. So take your time. Why would you rush that? If it's something that's pleasant, why would you want to rush through that process, through that experience? Take your time and enjoy yourself. Connect with your partner. And being on retention, you should be doing that anyway, because why are you rushing? You're not trying to let go of your seed. So automatically you're going to be more cautious, so you don't slip up and release on accident. Some guys be trying to go from 0 to 100 real quick, and you wonder why your session ending real quick. You wonder why she's not satisfied. Stop being so selfish. Pay attention. You know, you're merging together as one energy. So you got to pay attention. You got to be present in the moment with your partner, and y'all got to feel each other. Fellas, take your time. Take your time. You know, a characteristic of a confident man, of confidence, is somebody who goes at their own pace. They don't feel rushed. They take their time, and they're very diligent with how they move. Okay, so as a man, you always want to be patient. You want to take your time. That shows control. That shows confidence. That shows that you're in control of the situation. Remember, you guys are feeding off each other's energy because you are merged together. You take your time, and then you got to go with the flow, go with the vibe. But initially, you want to take your time. Okay, she gonna love you for that, right? A lot of guys be trying to watch this corn and be trying to go off fast and hard and jackrabbiting, and you wonder why she not pleased. You wonder why the experience is not great for either one of y'all. Women take longer to warm up. Okay, they're different than us. Guys, we're simple, man. We can thrust and, you know, boom, happy ending. Okay, you need to reprogram your mind from thinking a happy ending is you releasing your seed. That's not a happy ending. The happy ending is you learning how to control that and reverse that, reversing that energy to circulate throughout your body. Okay, because with your lady, you know, she's naturally pulling your energy. It's polarity, masculine, feminine. When you're going in with the mindset of not releasing your energy, okay, she's pulling it, but you're resisting. It creates a vortex. And now both of you guys' energy is circulating. Okay, and this is where you want to be. This is going to take you guys to a whole nother level of intimacy, a whole nother level of connection. Okay, mental, spiritual, physical. It's going to be beyond the physical. Most people are trapped in the physical, so that's how they see SEX. Nothing more than just a physical exchange. You want to get out of that mindset. There's levels to this. And this is just a disclaimer for some of you guys who are still early in your journey. I wouldn't recommend trying this. This takes a lot of practice. It takes a lot of control, tremendous discipline to be able to do this. Okay, so, this is a disclaimer right here. Don't come at me like, oh, Dante, you trying to make us relapse. You trying to, you're not on your journey no more. But no, this is knowledge that men need to hear, because nobody teaches us how to really interact with a woman in bed. All we see is the corn, right? All the men are programmed with that corn. That makes us have a toxic, dysfunctional relationship with our woman. Okay, this is stuff that we need to talk about. We need to learn, right? We got to be realistic. You can't be on retention forever. I mean, I'm sure you can, but some people, they want to have a family one day. You want to have a wife or a spouse. So you got to learn how to still balance the two. Okay, this is why we're talking about this. It's got to be a vibe, right? Women, they're all about vibe. Your vibe. You taking your time, you being in control. She's going to feed off your energy, then you're feeding off her energy, right? And when you start slow, then it builds up to something, more intense. But you got to go with the flow. You got to feel the vibe. Pay attention to how she's feeling. Pay attention to what she's doing. Be present. Connect with your lady. Y'all ever see Dragon Ball Z when they do the fusion dance, right? And they transform to Gogeta. They got to be in perfect synchronicity with their movements, with their energy. If one thing is off, the transformation is not going to work, okay? It's going to fail. So the same thing with your woman. You got to be in sync. If one thing is off, the rhythm is off, the vibe is off, you ain't set the mood right, it's not going to be a good experience, okay? And this is what happens with a lot of couples. This is what happens in a lot of relationships. We got to pay attention to each other. And the problem with today is so many people who don't know what they're doing because we were never taught, and they're passing around all this toxic information about how you're supposed to be intimate or how you're supposed to be with a woman. You got to experience each other. All right, and that's going to take y'all to a whole nother level. Now, if we're going to do it righteous. Right now, I'm not saying you can't, like I say, go off the vibe. Go off the vibe. Y'all fill each other out and then y'all go further with it. But initially, when you starting off, don't just go in and start, going crazy. Take your time. Take your time. Go slow. Guys, make sure you're in shape. Make sure you're taking care of yourself. Doing your cardio so your lungs and your heart is strong. So you're getting that proper blood flow. So a lot of guys can't last long in the bedroom, or, you don't have much control because your body ain't right. Your respiratory ain't right. Your heart ain't right. You need to be doing your cardio. You need to be doing some type of core work. Make sure you're taking care of yourself. Make sure you're eating right. Stop eating all that processed food, man. Start eating some fruits and veggies to get the blood circulating, the blood flowing. Take care of yourself. This is going to transform into the bedroom. It's going to transform into, every aspect of your life. But you got to take care of yourself. This go for the women too. A lot of times we try to blame, I didn't have a pleasurable experience because of this, that. We always try to blame somebody else, but what are you doing in your daily life? Because the way you take care of yourself has a lot to do with your SCX health as well. A lot of guys have ED, or a lot of women don't get aroused or whatever. A lot of that has to do with your lifestyle. So make sure you're taking care of yourself, eating right, and doing all these things. But we got to reprogram ourselves on how we think SCX is and how we go about it. If you truly care for your lady and she cares about you, y'all gonna try to please each other. It's not a selfish thing. See, a lot of people are selfish in the bedroom. It's all about me. I gotta get mine. I don't care about you. You can't be like that. Why would you be in a partnership with a mindset like that? Okay, that's toxic. A lot of people are afraid to be vulnerable in the bedroom, which I don't understand. You're afraid to be vulnerable, then why even have SCX if you don't want to be vulnerable with your partner, if you don't want to open up? You got to open up. You're merging into one energy. Okay, so y'all both are flowing. Y'all got to flow together. And if you're not in sync with each other, like I said with the fusion dance and Dragon Ball Z, if y'all out of whack or y'all frequency is not matching up with each other, it's not going to work out. People, want to close themselves off and just make it a physical thing. And that's when it becomes unrighteous, because now you're just moving like an animal. Animals do the same thing. They have SEX. Animals have families. They have relationships. But the difference between us is that we have a higher consciousness, so we can understand things in a deeper level. You gotta rise above that. You gotta rise above that thinking. That corn, man, y'all gotta stay away from that corn. I'm telling y'all, that corn is warping your minds. It's warping our minds. It's not impossible. You can do it, but it takes practice. It takes consistency. It takes discipline. Communication. This is the next level to retention, is learning how to control that energy and being able to please your lady. That's king vibes. You're gaining that ancestral power again. That's how our ancestors move. They didn't release all the time. They wasn't out here just releasing their seed to any woman. It was for purpose, intentions. You know what I'm saying? They knew how to control themselves. We're in a timeline now where it's just sex, 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 and it's guys are just releasing and thinking nothing's wrong with that. Nah, guys, you got to control your energy. Okay? This is why men and women are out of whack right now, because we're not vibing right with each other. We're not connecting to each other the right ways. Somebody got to do it, man. Somebody got to push the right information out here. You know, we can't keep passing around this toxic information, because we got to think about the youth. Okay, guys? So, you know, when you with your lady, man, if you want to please her, you know, and if y'all want to have a great experience with each other, you got to take your time, slow down. You got to be present. Okay, you got to feel her out. You got to make sure that y'all are vibing with each other. Y'all in sync, and enjoy the experience. Don't take yourself so serious, man, but, you know, go with the vibe, go with the flow, and y'all pick up the pace from there and do what y'all got to do. But Retain Gang, this your boy Tay. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. Let me know in the comment section what y'all thought about this video, or what y'all would like me to talk about next. You have a beautiful day, man, and I'm out.